ladies and gentlemen, I wanna welcome you to EBW Breaking Point. And my first guest is Gavin Styles, the World Heavyweight Champion.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I almost wasn't about to come on the show because you forgot to mention the World Heavyweight Champion.
Sorry, buddy.
Yeah. All right, so I'm very proud and happy to be the first guest on EBW.
Right.
EBW's Breaking Point. So, what are we out here for? What are the questions that you have for me? You got the questions, I got the answers, you know.
All right, I
Works
got
that way.
the questions.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I got the questions. How do you feel after taking the loss to RJ in the ladder match?
Okay. So RJ, he's just RJ. With RJ, me losing in the ladder match, quite frankly, I'm RJ. If you're watching this, I congratulate you because you were actually able to win a match without the help of B-Dog, without the help of Epifanio, without the help of anybody from the VIPs, surprisingly. But, you know, you hit me in the back with a light too. Hell, it's legal. It was for the EBW Championship. If I was in your shoes, I probably would have done the same thing. But the roles were turned. You hit me with the third rail on the steel chair. You ended the match. You retained your championship. So, next question.
All right, I got the next question. Don't worry. Is this war with you and RJ over?
The war between me and RJ. Let's get that out of the way. The war between me and RJ, is it over? No, it'll never be over because considering the fact that everything me and RJ have done with each other, but right now, I see the rivalry between me and I.
Wait, 1 second. Can you explain why it's not over?
Alright. So, RJ is, like I said, RJ is RJ, but, you know, he's champion, I'm the champion. The two biggest faces in the EBW right now, going at each other, fist to fist, face to face, eye to eye, toe to toe. You're going to do whatever you can to beat the other person when you're in a rivalry. And the rivalry with RJ, as of right now, I would say that it's time to move on to bigger and better things. But, he still does have a rematch clause for his World Heavyweight, or my World Heavyweight Championship, I should say. So, that's for that.
All right. I got the third answer. What are your thoughts on T Money's return?
On T Money's return. T Money, shockingly, has returned. The man that helped me create the EBW into what it is today. The man who helped me create the EBW, he's been gone for what, almost 4 years? And with that being said, he returned. Me and him used to be best friends in this company. There's a thing that you can either be successful or you can make friends, but I had my fair share of friends in this company and I had success. Not many people have that, but T Money returning with the VIPs, I'm hearing speculation that you're having RJ on the show.
Wait, he's returning?
Who?
T Money? He's returning to the VIPs?
I guess so. When you have RJ on your show later, you can ask him.
Alright.
I heard speculation that you're having RJ on this show, and I'll be watching this very, very closely because I want to see all the shit that comes out of his mouth. So,
okay.
Next question.
Alright. With or without help due to you think RJ is the most dominant wrestler in EBW?
Absolutely. I throw it out there right now. Before RJ came into the EBW was a ship. It almost reminded me of the Titanic. It was a ship going down. It was a ship that was ending. But when RJ came into the company, as much as I don't like to say it, RJ is the one that solely helped the EBW get up to where it is now and get to the heights that it is now. You know, he's brought in superstars such as B-Dog. He brought back T Money, guys such as Epifanio. But the sinking ship is now sailing farther than any other ship because this is the EBW, and the EBW is where I will stay, and the EBW is my home.
Okay. One more question. 2 more questions, I'm sorry. And the first question is, can you describe RJ's responsibility for the world heavyweight champion?
His responsibility for my championship or for his championship?
His championship.
His championship. You know, he's carried himself pretty well. You know, if maybe if I were in his shoes, I mean, I'd never see myself doing the things that he's done, but you know,
He's done some crazy stuff.
Yeah, like I'm saying. But with everything that comes in to the factor, RJ, his championship run, he's held that championship for almost 2 damn years.
Right.
But at some point, there's going to be someone that comes into this company who dethrones RJ and sends RJ back to the end of the line.
All right. Last question. What's next for Gavin Styles?
What's next for Gavin Styles? Gavin Styles is going to kick some ass like he always does, and Gavin Styles is going to be the one who holds this championship, because at the end of the day, my goal is to be the greatest performer in the EBW. I steal the show every night, no matter who I'm in the ring with. I outdo everyone in this business, and I'm going to continue to do that. But the future for Gavin Styles is yet to be revealed, because, you know, Gavin Styles, I'll defend this championship against whoever does it, but, you know, I'm a world heavyweight champion, and you got to respect that. Gavin Styles out.
Thank you, Gavin Styles.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, what a job done by Zach Gallagher in his first interview. Excuse me. Zach Gallagher, the host of EBW Breaking Point, the first ever EBW Breaking Point. It's where EBW superstars talk about reality. They may shoot from the hip. This is their chance to speak their minds and do whatever they damn well please, because they are EBW superstars and they do what they want. And after this report, ladies and gentlemen, Zach Gallagher will have his final guest on the show tonight, as he will have none other than RJ on the show, as he will ask RJ some questions. But I'm actually getting word right now that RJ is making his way onto the set, so let's head over to Zach Gallagher. Here you go, Zach. It's your time.
Is RJ, the EBW champion.
That's longest reigning, actually. So you better remember that. So.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Don't touch me. Never touch me. Who do you think you are trying to touch the longest reigning EBW champion? Never try to shake my hand again.
Yes, sir.
Now, what do you want on this stupid show? I already saw Gavin's, and it was really bad. But I'm not blaming you, you know?
Can I ask you a couple questions?
Sure.
Okay. RJ, how do you feel about B-Dog?
Oh, is that in your way? Did it? Shit out of here.
RJ, how do you feel about B-Dog winning the Line of Extreme tournament? The King of Extreme tournament.
The King of the Extreme tournament that I was actually in. And being that honest, you see, coming out of shots fired, there was just so many problems. I did take a huge fall into a table. I wasn't 100%, and that's the only reason I didn't win the King of the Extreme tournament. And that's the only reason that B-Dog did win the King of Extreme tournament. And I'm not talking bad on B-Dog. He deserved it, and I'm proud of him. He is my blood brother. And, I mean, I am the longest reigning EBW champion, so I should be able to compete night after night like that and win. So that was on me. And it was all on my fault. And honestly, now that it's done and over with, I'm proud of him. And I did train him. I showed him how to run the ropes. I showed him how to do a flip. I showed him how to do a suplex. And he's grown so much from the beginning to now in the EBW.
All right.
So, next question. Because, I mean, you do get paid for this. So.
What mindset do you need to be the longest reigning EBW champion?
What mindset?
Yes.
You cannot care. That's what you have to do. For people like Gavin Styles who think that it's all on the EBW universe, You don't care what they think. That's how you get far. You see, Gavin cares about his image. He cares about what the fans think of him before he cares about holding a title, and that's why he loses. And it might be like, no, that's not true at all, but it is, because you see, Gavin doesn't want the fans to hate him, so he doesn't use loopholes to get out of things. And that's sometimes how you win. When it comes down to wrestling, it doesn't matter how you win as long as you win.
Yes.
And that's why I am the longest reigning EBW champion, and there is nothing anybody can do about it. You understand me? This isn't a shoot. This is just me saying, Gavin, you're not good at doing what you do, and that's exactly why I beat you in that ladder match. That is exactly why you cannot beat me. And I showed you that I don't need anybody. I answered everyone's questions. Nobody had to be out there for me to win, and I still won. And then when I see you on this show, you're complaining about a light tube? Are you serious? In our wrestling, there is no fucking rules. So why are you complaining about a light tube? Next question.
Is this all in the RJ and Gavin Styles story?
This is just the beginning of the RJ Gavin Styles story. And whether
So
he
when
thinks
will be the ending?
the ending is going to be when I hurt him to the point where he will never step foot in EBW again.
Okay. Next question.
Well, actually, hold on.
Okay.
This whole story is going to get quite interesting after I do invoke my rematch clause for my other belt and unite them again. I mean, it's not going to be too hard to win. I mean, look at all the people we have. We have him and we have you, both shitty workers. So,
What does the future hold for RJ?
the future for RJ is going to consist of me coming here, beating people, keeping my title, coming here, beating people, keeping my title, on repeat. So, that's what's going to happen. And not only that, I have other plans, like I'm going to win the King of Extreme title eventually. I'm going to win the Money in the Bank eventually. I'm going to do all these things that are going to make me the best. I plan on holding every title in EBW before I leave this company, and that's the future. And I'm going to be the most dominant wrestler doing it.
What does the future hold for RJ?
Are you stupid? You stupid idiot. You already asked that. Next question.
Do you have plans for the VIPs in the future? RJ, I've told you this many times. You text on my show.
And the show isn't very important. Is that a smile? Just keep smiling like that and we'll third rail you through this table.
Can you just please finish this question? It's the last one.
Fine. I'll
Thank
do it.
you. Do you have plans for the VIPs in the future?
Yes, I do have plans for the VIPs, and that's we're gonna win the tag team titles. We're gonna eliminate everybody. We're gonna kill everybody. We're gonna make sure that there is no stopping any of this. And we are going to run the business. We are going to basically just show that we are the best. And I mean,
So the best in the world?
best in the world.
Alright.
And I hope everybody is watching this knows that if you want to prove a point, then why don't you come in when I attack somebody or try to break it up if I'm hurting somebody and you don't like that, instead of being a whole bunch of babies and hiding in the locker room.
Okay. Well, that's all I have for you, RJ. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your tuning in to EBW's Breaking Point. Please subscribe. That's it, RJ.
Yeah, better be it.
Alright.
What did I say?
You want to complain about this being your show? Whose show?
What are you doing here?
Your rematch clause.
What are you doing here?
You want your rematch clause.
Correct?
Alright, you're gonna get it. But it's not gonna be any ordinary match. It's going to be a match where you aren't going to have B-Dog by your side. You're not gonna have any member of the VIP by your side. It's gonna be
I already
me
beat you
and
with no one by my side. Oh, hey Gavin.
No!